Do you ever find yourself struggling to stay on track with your goals, constantly battling against procrastination and distractions? You are not alone. Building a self-discipline is a challenge that many of us face in our daily lives. But the good news is that this skill can be learned and honed over time. During my life, I have learned how to build self-discipline and how to overcome lack of motivation and procrastination, which I feel nowadays is a really big problem and a lot of people struggle with that. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of my tips which I use on daily basis to overcome procrastination and build self-discipline to achieve my goals. So get ready to be inspired, motivated and empowered to take action towards your goals. Because remember, self-discipline and hard work always pay off in the end. One of the most important parts for me was just to get started, overcome my brain and trick it that I will just do it for a few minutes or I will just do this one part. But as soon as you start, you will most probably dive into it, dive into the work, dive into the process and eventually you will even enjoy it. If not, maybe you are doing something wrong and maybe you are doing something that you don't really want to do, and if you don't enjoy it, like at any moment, at any time of the process, I think you are going into a wrong direction. Always listen to your heart and what your inner voice is telling you. If you are just lazy and you can't get yourself to do the task, but eventually when you start to do it, you enjoy it, or at least some part of it, that is a good sign. For me, this always works. For example, before I started to write script for this video, I didn't really wanted to do this task. I have kinda love-hate relationship with writing a script, to be honest. But I just started and it went smoothly since then, and I even started to enjoy it. Sometimes you can catch yourself staring to a blinking cursor and just can't get started writing the script or learning or anything else which you need to get done. At this point, your brain will start to come up with many different excuses why you don't need to do it and why it can wait till tomorrow, for example. If you really cannot overcome this stage and cannot trick your brain to just get started and end up on your phone again, I might have a solution for you. Well, not really me, but Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins came up with this interesting but fairly simple rule how to get things done. And it's awesome, I really love it. I am using it mostly for waking up. It's called the 5-second rule. And the only thing which you really need to do is start counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and start physically moving, start taking action and start taking the step towards your goal. It's really working, because just before we embark on something difficult, scary or uncertain, we all hesitate. This hesitation, she says, is the kiss of death, because it triggers our mental system which is supposed to stop us. Unless we do something about that hesitation. If you just can't get out of the bed or you are still scrolling instead of working or studying, I can see you. You are scrolling on TikTok Reels, right? Try to count from 5 to 1 and see what it does. Your brain will activate and automatically wants to start the action and start doing the task. And then it's up to you. This is just some kind of nudge or stimulus to our brain. But if we strongly believe that it just won't work and we don't take the action and we don't do the step forward, it will just never work out. For example, I am mostly using this technique for getting out of the bed and waking up. Yes, I know I have already made a whole video about my first round of monk mode, and if you haven't seen it, you can check it out in the corner, but I just want to quickly go through some really important points which are tied together with discipline in monk mode. I have learned a lot about self-discipline in those 3 months of monk mode, and it really changed my life and point of view on discipline. I have found out that I even had some discipline before the monk mode, but I didn't call it discipline. I was just working hard and not putting away important things which needed to be done. and I didn't really have any knowledge or techniques about that. But monk mode really changed my perspective about discipline, and I was able to hone it and maintain it even after those 3 months. I have found out about Brain FM, Pomodoro timer, work-life balance, importance of movement, sport, workout, rest, and so much more, for example, like the 5-second rule mentioned before. Don't worry, I will go through almost all of it because I'm using it on daily basis and it really helps me to be more disciplined, more organized and more effective, and so on and so on. I am right now in the second monk mode for approximately 1 month or something like that, and really essential part of this whole process is active sport, movement, workout every single day. Yes, every single day. I know you are like, I have so much work to do, I don't have time for that, like I don't need to work out every single day. Stop here and listen carefully. The movement is here because we feel as we move. And when you sit whole day behind your desk, you will feel more tired, without energy, and maybe even less creative, and maybe you will even do less work. But when you give yourself some break, some rest, and you will do some sports like go to the gym, go swimming, or even take a short walk, you will clear your head and endorphin starts to flow in your body, you will wake up the whole system and you will feel more energized and ready to get some work done. Trust me, in this case, less is often more. So sport is not a waste of time, it's rather a tool to live better life and eventually build a discipline, because you will have more motivation and more energy to finish your tasks. And with that comes topics like work-life balance, rest or even meditation, but that is a bit off topic today. So if you would like to have some videos on those topics, let me know down below in the comments. Yeah, this may be obvious one, I know. But honestly, this is really important and game-changing, and even I am not doing it perfectly. But I will try to explain how it looks in perfect scenario in my case, but definitely not every time, because we are all humans, right? It's sometimes difficult with our brains. In order to keep in the flow and start working with full focus, it's really essential to put away all distractions. Mainly I am talking about phone and social media. I have timers set up on all social media on my mobile phone, well, except for YouTube, because I'm on my mobile phone watching only podcasts or listening to some songs while I am cooking or something like that, and that's okay for me. I have all of those timers to get less distracted. But most importantly, I have turned off all notifications from Messenger, Instagram and TikTok. A lot of people keep their mobile data or Wi-Fi on throughout the whole day, and you are constantly hearing or seeing the notification coming to your phone. And when you are working and hear the beep sound of the notification, what you will do? Most probably you want to check the notification, and when you do that, that's where you break your discipline. It's really important to not switch context between many multiple things and not multitask that much, because when you give full focus to one thing at a time, that's where you are most effective. And be honest with yourself. When you check this notification on your phone, probably you will also check some new messages and what's going on Instagram, and 1 hour later you found out that you have done nothing from your work, right? This is just a must-have and big game changer for me. Even on the PC, I have all the notifications constantly turned off, and I even close some distracting apps while I am working. I eventually get used to this and I don't even miss it. When you don't have those quick escapes and quick dopamines around you, it is just much easier to get started. Because you don't have anything else to do right now, so you will just get started. And see, you will just get started. So when you just get started, it will go easier, you will get into the flow. Yes, I have talked about it before. It's as simple as that. Maybe try it for yourself for 1 week. Try it for 1 week and you will see the results. You will have much better discipline and much better focus, I promise. But still, you may need something more. something more to keep you fully focused, to have better discipline and to not get distracted. Don't worry, again, I have a solution for you. I am using two tools which help me with my discipline and to keep better focus. First is Brain FM. It is an app for your mobile phone and also for your browser, and it plays these interesting sounds which should keep you more focused. You can choose what you would like to do, some creative work, deep work, relaxation or even meditation. This is Brain FM. Yes, this is really all. If you have expected something like drum and bass or rap or hip hop or something like that, I'm sorry, but these are the sounds. Calm, chill, focus, relax. Yeah. It would be nice though if you can play some drum and bass and have full focus. Yeah, I would love that. Definitely. But this is also good. Yep, I know, that sounds a bit weird, that you will listen to some kind of sound and you will be more focused. But it really works. It is a science-based method and I don't know exactly how this works, but essentially it stimulates some parts of your brain which then keeps you more focused. Almost our whole team of Monk Mode is using it on daily basis and even few people after my recommendation started to love it. The second tool, or rather a technique, is Pomodoro Timer. This technique I'm maybe not doing how it really should be done, but this I would recommend even to you. I am showing here some of my techniques and my methods which works for me. We are all different and we like different things and we need to find our own style of doing things and how to be more disciplined. But back to Pomodoro now. It was created by Francesco Cirillo for a more productive way how to learn and work. You divide your working blocks into one long and intense working block and into one short break. Usually you would do 25 minutes of a working block and then a short break and then you would go again. But I have found out for me this just doesn't work. I like longer working blocks like 45 to 50 minutes and then short break 10 to 15 minutes. In the rest time I am doing some stretching, workout, get something for food, walk, play with my dog or just anything which give you some rest, chill out and anything which is completely different from your work. You maybe know this from school, that you are able to focus only for a certain amount of time and after that you will start to lose focus more and more. This is a great solution for that. So now, let's take some break together. So, I heard that you would like to learn something about discipline, right? Well, do you know what is the true discipline? If you hit that like button and subscribe button, if you like this content, if you love this video, I would really appreciate it because more videos like this is coming. Well, that's a true discipline right there. Nice break, what you think? And now, last but not least, good and old to-do list. No, wait a while, don't switch it over here, okay? It's not a casual to-do list. I have learned this method of doing to-do list also in Monk Mode. I have been doing to-do lists for a long time, but not that effective. Basically, I was just writing down a bunch of tasks and that was it. But now, I have it more divided. I have long-term to-do list and short-term to-do list. I have to admit the short-term to-do list right now, I'm just not using it that often, but hopefully it will change soon because I'm planning to switch from OneNote to Notion, and hopefully I will get back to this process and keep my to-do list tidy, and especially the short one. Generally, I review my to-do list every morning or every evening, it depends, but in the short-term to-do list, I have things which need to be done as fast as possible or this day. In the long-term to-do list is everything that needs to be done in longer period of time. As you can see, each to-do has its own color. I have 3 colors: red, green and blue. Red is the highest priority and needs to be done as fast as possible, green is like mid priority, and blue is more something like nice to have. These are things which I don't need at the moment, but would be nice to have, and I usually do them when I have some spare time. And you cycle those to-dos from long-term to-do list to short-term to-do list, and then when it's done, you remove it completely. The tick of done to-do list is really great feeling and it's really good dopamine hit, so I could really recommend using to-do list. It can really help you to be more organized, get more discipline, and just to get things done. And you can nicely flow through the day and finish the task by task. So remember, discipline and hard work always pay off in the end. Let me know down below in the comments which of these techniques you like and which you will try to implement. But have in mind, these are my techniques which I use and which fits me and how I stay disciplined. So you will need to try to find your ways how to be more disciplined and your style, just how you do things. Here you have the monk mode video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.